Fred Edition, welcome and happy day. Hey, I'm going to talk about candy and cell phones and all kinds of fun things today. I'm not going to mention guns at all. I just mentioned guns. Let me say, son of a gun. I won't, though. Here we go. Anymore, I should say. Chocolate prices are soaring. That means they're going up in leaps and bounds. People now, of course, are developing a taste for dark chocolate, taking a bite out of the global cocoa supplies and driving up candy prices in both high-end boutiques and mass-market drugstores and other places. And the cost of 1 kilogram of chocolate, I'm not too sure what a kilogram is, but in any event, you should know, hit a record of $12.25 this year. That's a 45-cent increase from the previous years. That's kind of interesting stuff. I eat a lot of chocolate, so I'm partly responsible for that. Chocolate companies now, though, on the other hand, we have the rest of the story. They're paying $23.2 million in chocolate price fixing. That would be in a class action suit. And so those high prices didn't just happen because of you and me, although we certainly did have a role to play there. But four of the largest chocolate producers in Canada now have agreed to pay more than $23 million, that number I've already told you, to settle this lawsuit about price fixing. The defendants are Cadbury Adams Canada, Hershey Canada, Nestle Canada, and March Canada, and plus there's some distributors as well. They deny the charges, but they say, here, we'll give you a check if you make it all go away. What does that tell you? Consumers purchased at least $1,000 in chocolate products between October 05 and September 07. Those particular ones will be eligible to make a claim for direct monetary compensation. I should do the math on that. I mean, I eat Cadbury bars all the time. Car milk, I probably put 2 or 3 of those little babies away every day. I mean, would I have eaten $1,000 a year? Likely. Cell phone law. Holding one even briefly while driving is illegal. Ontario court. And Ontario court, having a hard time talking today. Yeah, I'm going to be better now. They say that it is a crime. There's a woman that said that she dropped her cell phone. She picked it up and she had it in her hand when a police officer looked over and saw her and pulled her over and charged her. And she said, hey, I wasn't using it. I had just picked it up. What if a baby dropped or something like that? Bit of a bad example. Hey, Lauderdale, Florida. They're using an optical illusion to deter speeding. Kind of interesting. They want you to speed. They want the revenue, all of these places. They want to give you a ticket. And yet now they're spending money to make sure that you don't speed. Duh. In any event, the latest way to stop speeders is to give this optical illusion its magic, and it involves making a road with, with a split lines similar to those on a football field. And when they're spaced gradually like that, for some reason, I guess you get this optical illusion thing that starts to happen. You think you're going faster than you are. I don't know. Now, in keeping with driving, we're still driving. We went from chocolate to driving. Don't leave me yet. Distracted driving in New York, of course, that's an issue. So the governor there has said, let's put text stops all along the road, and it won't cost anything because they're already there. What do you think that means? I guess that means you can turn off the road now. We're just going to put a sign up that says text stop. He says it won't cost anything. Of course it will, but you know what? It's a pretty good idea. Good for them, kind of smart. Disneyland, they're changing the policies that let guests with disabilities skip lines. That starts actually next month. They're I don't know, this is a little bit weird. You're used to, if you're in a wheelchair or something, you can get to the front of the line. And that's understandable. That's the way it should be. But many people were taking advantage of that. Here's what happened. You'd have people go to the guy in the wheelchair and say, I will pay you to go to the front of the line with you. Okay, I get all that. So you need to fix it, but don't change the policy, because now all of the good people in wheelchairs are at the back of the line. And some of those lines are 3 and 4 hours in length. It's too long for them to be back there. And they're coming to the park for shorter times, and they have handicaps. For heaven's sakes, deal with it another way. Penalize the bad people. Catch them. Fine them. Don't penalize the good people. It's done so often in Disneyland. I didn't think I'd see them kind of getting into the government business, but that's what they're doing. Child sex predators. Okay, chocolate, phones, sex predators. These are the people that should be hung from the highest tree. We'll edit on this note today. I mean, the governor, who is he? Prime Minister in Canada, he's now saying, let's do a database. Let's kick this up a notch and look after our children. They're a valuable resource. He's been Prime Minister for 7 years, and this is just happening now. Kind of get a man on the case. Should have, rather, maybe 7 years ago. What's up with it? It's a good thing. I mean, you should do whatever you can do to get rid of molesters of children. I'm stronger than many. They should be killed. I say that with firm conviction because all of the dots, not only don't they connect, doctors say they can never be made to connect, so put them on. I almost said put them away. What I meant to say was put them down. Anyway, government, good thing that you're finally coming out of the ether. Let me end today with a light story. A man comes up to another man. Is this a picture of your wife, sir? Yes, it is. I'm afraid it looks like she has been in a car accident. The husband says, I know, but she has a lovely personality. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.